Welcome everyone to the first and probably only episode of my Let's Play series for the game Defcon 5. This was a PC and PlayStation, I think there might have been a Saturn version of this game released too, back in 1995 or so. But let's go and see this opening cinematic.
So, what's the situation?
It's now definite. The MRP defense budget is going to be wiped out as of midnight on December 31st.
What are the options?
We don't have any. All existing manned stations have to be automated within 60 days.
Tough schedule. Who's handling it?
Commander Shelford Pitts, Grade 6 Cyberneer from our Cybernetics Division.
Don't know him. Think he can do the job?
He's the best we've got. He keeps himself to himself. Under the circumstances, I think he'll be ideal.
Good. Are we still proceeding as planned for MRP 6F?
Yes. Everything is in place.
Gentlemen, this is the most critical moment in our company's history. I sincerely hope this plan works.
Incoming priority message. Stand by.
The information that follows is classified. I'm sorry to report that your senior officer, Cyberneer Commander Shelford Pitts, has unfortunately been killed while departing MRP-6E. We've received this footage of the accident from the Dynex mining facility on the planet. I've therefore been authorized under Taiwan security protocol to brief you as next in command for completion of defense station automation. We are due for an orbital pass of MRP-6F in 16 hours. Report to Shuttle Bay 15 1 hour before departure. You will be issued with an appropriate security pass for the station's boss. I suggest you get some sleep, officer. You have a very busy day tomorrow.
Transmission terminated at source. Attention, incoming shuttle. You have passed the outer marker. You are on the glide path for Hangar A. Prepare for automated landing sequence. Please wait for clearance. Clearance confirmed. External pressurization complete. Please stand by. Welcome to MRP-6F. Proceed directly to the control room for your Voss mission briefing.
Okay, that is the end of the opening cinematic, and we're about to go jump into this game. And in a few minutes I'm going to go on about some motivations I have for even wanting to play this game, because it's kind of a crappy game. But anyway, let's talk about the story a little bit going on right now, because I guess you really don't get a whole good feel for the story unless you go and dive through the archives and all the information in the game. But well, anyway, it's a kind of a shame, because I mean, unless you dig deeper, you're not going to know really what's going on, which can be confusing. A lot of people don't like doing that kind of thing. But what's happening here is you're working for this company called the Tyron Corporation. Now, this is in the future. People are exploring the galaxy and all that kind of stuff. And this mining corporation has gone and set up these mining facilities on all of these different planets and moons and all that kind of stuff.
Please stand by.
Now, the problem is that everyone was always concerned about what would happen if aliens had gone and attacked. Because they're building a lot of these places out on the outer reaches of the known universe and all that kind of stuff. They don't really know what's out there. So there was a little bit of a concern, like, what's going to happen if they get attacked by aliens? So this Tyron Corporation was contracted to build these defense stations around all the mining installations and to basically protect them. But after how many years, I guess that's never really explained, eventually they come to the conclusion that aliens aren't going to attack because no one's ever run into an alien, much less gone to war with them, fought one, had to kill one, defend themselves, whatever. So the defense stations are seeming increasingly more so like a useless expenditure. So the idea was to keep the defense stations, but instead of having them be manned, like this was originally a manned station, MRP-6F, what they decided to do was to go and automate them. Probably not as effective automated as they are manned, but it's much, much cheaper. Let's go activate this computer terminal and move on.
Welcome to MRP-6F Cyberneer. Your mission here is simple. You will install the new defense software, which is enclosed in the pad device you use to access the VOS. You will do this by using the Software Control VOS node, which is in the Tactical Defense Systems section. We advise you to familiarize yourself with the station's VOS systems as soon as possible. After installation, you will run a series of tests to ensure the software works correctly. The mothership will make a return pass by MRP-6F in 48 hours to pick you up. Until that time, after your official duties are complete, please feel free to use any of the recreational facilities the installation has to offer, which are still operational.
Okay, what we're doing here is we got to go and access the computer system and where is it at? And install the new software to have all of the stuff gone and automated. There, I've just done it. Now, if you absolutely positively wanted to, you can. Oh, I can't do it yet. But you can go and program these things to work better or worse or all that kind of stuff. Like, here we go. Turret 1. I can make the bullets and the missiles better by supplying them with more powerful but less plentiful ammunition. Okay, the guy that they originally brought in to go and do this job of upgrading all of the bases was accidentally killed when his shuttle exploded.
Outgoing shuttle has been destroyed by unknown craft.
That's odd. The outgoing shuttle was destroyed by something. Now, something you may immediately want to do, although it's not really necessary to do it now, is go and access the droid systems. I can't do it yet. Okay, give me a sec. I gotta go find the droid pad to do it. But you go and access the droid systems and send out a robot to go and investigate the wreckage of the destroyed shuttle. The droid pad's over here. There we go. And I just updated my security authorization. Seems strange to allow me to do it like that, but whatever. Alrighty. Okay, I have security clearance now. There's more than one way to access this. It's just a way that I can remember right now. We have reconnaissance droids and combat droids. Reconnaissance droids are deployed outside the station. Combat droids are inside and they help you fight things. We're going to go launch. That white blinking dot there is the wrecked shuttle. So I just deployed a droid to go and check it out. Alright, let's get out of here. This place is starting to bore me. Okay, your previous commander, the guy who was on the job, this Shelford Pitts dude, was accidentally killed when his shuttle exploded.
Elevator.
So,
Please stand
you were sent in as sort of an emergency replacement to go and update this station. So you're not the guy that they originally had planned, and so you probably don't know all of the important details. But we're going to go on anyway, because, you know, whatever. Now notice that the game is sort of almost Doom-like in the way that it controls. Like, everything is really, really thin, and only a few items that you're going to run across are actually three-dimensional objects. Everything else is just a series of pixels or something like that. Not pixels, sprites, that's the word I'm looking for. Ha!
Please stand by.
I'm going to go back down to level 2.
Alert.
Now the station that we're on is actually quite...
Incoming craft detected at outer perimeter. Intruders will be within firing range in approximately 1 minute.
Whoa, isn't that something new?
Limo requested. Please wait.
The, whatever destroyed that outgoing shuttle is still heading in this direction. That could be bad. You don't have to watch these limo rides everywhere. I can just skip through them like that. Now here is the turret. This is probably what I figured was the most fun part of the game. You can fire your guns, although you have limited ammo, so don't just go off shooting like a lunatic. And there are the other turrets. And down below, you can't see it from any of these turret stations, but down below in the center of this ring of turrets in the crater is where you will find the mining facility. I forget what the name of the
Attention.
company that does the mining is.
Droid returned from mission. Droid has recovered standard shuttle control pad. We now have security clearance to use shuttle in Hangar A. Alert.
Oh, okay, we have security clearance to escape.
Alert. Base condition.
Okay, these are the guys that destroyed the shuttle. Now, more than one wave of fighters will attack, but this first wave isn't going to be terribly difficult. Let's, these triangle, like, Thorian battleship-looking things are just bombers, so just don't let them get overhead. But some of the more powerful ones will be able to attack you from a distance, so you want to keep them from getting too close. Now notice we have an X and a C. The X would be damage that you receive, and the C would be the temperature of the gun. It's possible for you to see the temperature increases every time I fire the gun, and then slowly creeps back down. You can overheat your gun by doing this. Also, if you run out of, if you take too much damage, the gun will stop working, and if you take even more damage, it could be destroyed while you are inside of it. Okay, this turret went offline. I'm going to switch to another one. There is an auto repair system in place that will repair the gun over time, so I don't really have to worry too much about that, although it will eventually stop functioning. Okay, the battle's still going on. Gotta... These missiles are weak. I didn't update the ammunition in this fight, in this turret, so it takes a few more shots to take down enemies.
Attack over.
Okay, the battle's over. So we can get out of here. And we can go back and access the VOS terminal in the administration building. Administration level 2. We gotta go up to, what was it, level 8 to gain access to the control room. Now, the only reason why we're doing this right now is because we want to go and access the droid systems again. Level 6, that's it. We want to go and access the droid systems again because all of those fighters that we shot down, or at least many of them, have wreckage that we can go and explore and look for nice little items to update our security clearance or update our weapons or all that kind of stuff. Find ammunition even. Because you can run out of ammunition in your turrets. I'm going to also restock it from the items we already had in stock. So, okay, where is... okay, let's do the droids first. we're going to go and send... Okay, the green dots are better than the blue dots. The blue dots may not have anything in there. So I'm going to go and... For the 4... green dots, I'm going to send 1 droid to each. This is probably not really necessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. Also, I'm going to send out a combat droid just to show you what that looks like. We can... Okay, I'm going to send it here. That blinking dot's me. And I'm going to drop this one right here. And that robot is going to head out and do its thing. I'm also going to drop another combat droid somewhere else in the station. Let's say administration level 6, because it's a good place to...
Previously offline turret has come online.
Screw it. Let's go and replenish the ammunition in that turret. And the missiles. Which other one was I using? Okay, 3 of our turrets are damaged. Whatever. Okay, from the crashed shuttle, the destroyed shuttle, we were able to salvage a... where are my robots? We were able to salvage a control pad which allows us to escape the station on the emergency shuttle thingamajigger. Where are my robots? Oh, there it is. Okay, that thing will help me fight. If something ever gets on the station. Haha.
Alert. Potential threat area. Incoming craft detected at outer perimeter. Intruders will be within firing range in approximately 1 minute.
Of course they are. Jeez, we're gonna get attacked by another wave, so...
Droid returned from mission. Droid has recovered MRP-compatible ammunition, which has been credited to base inventory.
Ooh, yay.
Please stand by.
I could let the turrets go and defend the station on their own, and they are fully capable of doing that, but they're not as capable of doing it as if I had been in one of the turrets shooting them down myself. So I'm going to head back out to my good old turret one, and I'm going to try and fight them off. Oh, this turret's got some damage.
Droid has recovered MRP-compatible ammunition, which has been credited to base inventory. Attention.
Haha! There they are.
Returned from mission. Droid has recovered MRP-compatible ammunition, which has been credited to base inventory. Alert. Under attack.
Haha. Okay, this is probably the last fight that I'm going to actively participate in, because there's really nothing else for me to do right now.
Caution. Droid has just
But
gone offline. Consult Voss for further information.
once they're further away, it's actually easier to hit them when they're further away. Like this. I'm almost out of missiles. Like I was saying, this is probably going to be the last fight that I actively participate in, because I'm going to have more stuff to do inside the station after this battle. Okay, the reason why I decided to play this game was actually, like, there are multiple reasons why I decided I wanted to play this game. Because, really, there's not really that good of a reason, because it's not really that good of a game. I like to play good games, not crappy games. Not to say that this is really that terrible, but it's... I don't know, it's one of the early ideas of 3D games, and I don't know, it's just weird like that. But I wanted to try this because, one thing, it seems as though nobody in the world knows how to beat this friggin' game. I mean, you can find, like, online FAQs or something with walkthroughs that give you hints and all that kind of stuff, but I've yet to see an online video where anybody actually admits to knowing how to beat this game. Which is really weird, because it's a game that can be beaten in as little as an hour, if you know what to do. Now, for me, get out of the turret. Damn it, I just died. Oh, son of a bitch. Maybe that's why no one can beat the game. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get back up here in a minute, so I'll catch you back up once I get caught up.
Have been adjusted. Previously
Okay, here we go.
has come online.
I've gotten back up to the battle that I was at previously, and I've gotten much better at it. I mean, I took some damage on
No
the...
more ships detected within perimeter. Attack over.
Okay, I really didn't give the computer a time to say exactly what was happening there, but it mentioned that intruders had been detected in the service levels, which is a large underground complex beneath the administration and domestic levels, which, obviously, that's bad.
Please stand by.
Now, obviously, it's a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Ironic, maybe? That just when they are dismantling these defense... Holy shit! Whoa! There's 3 of them here. Okay, what these things are robots, which have gone and invaded. They're not aliens, though, are they? Unless it's a race of alien robots. Now, notice what happens when I destroy one. The air quality, noticed by the O2 gauge, is diminishing, which is obviously not a good thing. If you run out of air, you will die. You will not be able to breathe, you'll lose health, but you can destroy a few of these things and you'll still be okay. I really should leave this level, though, because these things are really starting to build up. Now, I think only maybe 6 of them can ever be active on a floor at any one time, so you don't really have to...
Elevator called.
Oh, jeez, I gotta get out of here. Not enough air. I'm gonna die. You don't have to worry about being absolutely swarmed by them, but you do have to be concerned a little bit about what's gonna happen if you shoot too many of them. And the problem is,
Previously offline turret has come online.
they will swarm you if you're using like a VOS terminal, because anywhere in the base they can get at you, except for the turrets and the hangars. Everywhere else they're going to be able to get you. So I'm going to go and take advantage of a little bit of an exploit, which will make sure that these things are not going to be bothering me. I have to go and look for a room with a VOS terminal. I guess this is one of them. Where's that? It's not in there.
Warning.
So remember, only 6 of them can be active
Intruder approaching.
at a time. So when you destroy one, there's another droid pad. Can't use it, but there's a droid pad. Ah, damn, I gotta find a VOS terminal that's I can activate. That's in a room that I can lock. I was gonna do it on level 6, but I ran out of air in there because I destroyed too many of these robots. Is there a terminal in here? No. It looks like I might have to kill another one of them. Picked up some ammunition.
Alert.
Too bad I don't have a better gun. I picked up a better gun in the earlier playthrough. Ah, shit!
Perimeter. Intruders will be within firing range.
Leave me the hell alone.
Intruders detected in service levels. Base security compromised.
As you can see, this base is actually quite large, but as you'll also note, that the majority of it is just useless space, rooms with absolutely nothing in them, which means it actually seems to be designed in order to get you lost, wandering around doing absolutely nothing. And I'm sort of lost here, although I do know that I can get back. Oh, there's a VOS terminal. Okay, I gotta kill this one. Okay, this might work. Come Communications, operations, I think that might be it.
Alert.
Map?
Under
Okay,
attack.
station map. The room I'm in?
Alert.
That's an
Defcon.
elevator. Ah, crap, I can't do this. This room has an elevator in it. I can't lock the elevators, can I? And these monsters use the elevators.
Consult force with
Okay, the turrets are trying to defend the station without me, and they're having, Leave me alone! Why aren't you dead yet? Ah, there's no elevator here. I'm gonna go to a different floor. Jeez. Wasting so much time. And air. I'm gonna go back up to floor 6, because the air scrubbers will depollute the atmosphere given enough time.
consult.
And I know this is a floor that has a computer terminal on it.
Caution.
Down in here.
This door has been automatically locked due to dangerous atmospheric.
Son of a bitch, I can't get through the door.
Caution.
The computer just explained it. The air quality on the other side is too low, so they won't open the door for me. I am screwing this up bad. Don't worry though, I'm pretty confident that I can still beat this game. Oh, okay, there that symbol means there's a VOS terminal nearby. I am hoping... And... no, that's some big screen TV. There we go, alright. Okay, this is what you gotta do. You gotta go and access the operations map, and you have the ability to lock doors. Whoops.
Intruder approaching.
Okay, where am I?
Software parameters have been adjusted.
There. Hitting the triangle button over a door locks the door. And that means that these animals cannot, not animals, robots, cannot get in here to attack me. Unfortunately, I did lock myself in a room with a VOS terminal, but it's not a VOS terminal with complete access. Now look at that. What just happened there was one of these robots wandered into the executive office here, and I locked the door as soon as it passed through there. I can do the same thing here, but it's not going to do me as much good because I can get out through the elevator.
Attention.
Okay, I'm going to lock this one in the machine room.
All service levels.
I'm going to lock... That's an elevator, isn't it? Can't... Okay, I got to let them out of there. The purpose I'm doing this is to lock all 6 robots in a room. And obviously, if they're locked in a room, they can't go out and attack me. And remember, only 6 robots can be active in the base at any one time. So it's an exploit. And although it's not absolutely necessary for you to beat the game to do this, it definitely makes things quite a bit easier. And that they don't all have to be locked in the same room. They just have to be locked in a room that doesn't have any way of them getting out. Like right now, all 6 of them now are on this one level, so me heading out of here would be a mistake. There's 4, 5, and then the 6th one's already locked up. I want them to go down this way, and it may take a while. So while I'm waiting for this to happen, I'll go back to explaining my motivation for wanting to play this game. Aside from the fact that nobody in the world seems to know how to beat this, and I wanted to go and show people that this is really a bit of a test. Ah, damn, I did open the door too late. Okay, you can go in this one, right?
Software parameters have been adjusted.
Okay, lock that one up.
Turret has come online.
Nobody seemed to know how to beat this game, so I figured, like, I know how to do it. I'll educate. But also, the real reason I want to do this is because this is a testing method that I'm doing on a different way of recording gameplay footage. Now, ordinarily, a PlayStation game, I would play it on an emulator. Unfortunately, this game doesn't emulate very well on the PlayStation, on any of the PlayStation emulators I'm aware of. For some reason, the audio doesn't emulate properly. While all the sound effects I can get them to work perfectly. Sound effects work fine, but the voice of the computer doesn't happen. You hear this weird crunchy sound. So I figured, okay, some games I have to emulate differently. I have to play differently than on an emulator. So I figured, okay, I'll record the gameplay off of an actual PlayStation, which is what I'm doing right now. Unfortunately, I've never before, although I have done this before, I've never had it before where I had the ability to go and record commentary as I'm playing, which is what I'm doing right now, recording it as I'm playing, because, well, the video on the audio output are output at the same time to the same sources and all that kind of stuff. So how am I going to, like, what, splice my audio of my voice into the stream? No, that doesn't make any sense. But I got new software that allows me to do that while recording. But you may notice there's a bit of a like, I don't know, the audio may not be synced properly of my voice to the gameplay, because the way the capture footage goes is there's a bit of a delay of about 1.5 seconds between when video and audio happen in the game and when they are recorded. So anyway, there may be like a 0.5 second or 1.5 seconds or so of like my voice being delayed as opposed to what's happening in the gameplay. Hopefully you won't notice. I'm trying to not make it noticeable. And I figure, like, oh, well, if I can do it with this game, I can do it with other games, like, say, a PlayStation 3 or 4 or an Xbox 360 game, which I've never been, you can't emulate right now. So I'll go and, if it works with this, it'll open up all those different games for me to be able to play. Also, the final reason why I wanted to do this is because I do feel a little bit of a special connection to this game, because it was the first PlayStation game I had ever owned. Back in, I guess it was 1998 when I bought a PlayStation. Well, I got a PlayStation as a birthday present, actually. I had gotten the thing, but didn't have any games for it. Now, I had intended to just, like, try and get a hold of the machine and then just rent games from the local Blockbuster Video, which had PlayStation games back when they existed. And that was my intention. But since I didn't have a game for it, my mom was like, hey, because I was a kid at the time. My mom was like, hey, you don't have any games for this. You want a game? I'm like, sure. And then she went and found the cheapest game she could find, which was Defcon 5. It cost $7.99. So I got a $7.99 game. My brand new PlayStation didn't exactly show off what the machine was capable of, but did give me something that I could own, that I could play on the hardware. Okay. My turrets are trying to fight the battles without me, and they're getting their asses kicked. If this damn robot would just go and find its way into that office or one of the other buildings, rooms would be fine. If I were to just leave here, leave the other ones locked up, and I just have that one to deal with, it would make it easier, but I'd like to have them all locked up. Get your ass in somewhere I can lock. Don't walk in circles. What's wrong with you, stupid robot? If you could be in this room or this room, that would be great. Oh, there's a Voss terminal in here, too. No, damn it. Get out of there. Get out of there. I can't lock the elevator. As long as the elevator is there, the robot will be able to find its way out of that room. So locking it will do me absolutely no good. I'm going to lock the door so it doesn't go back in there. There's a terminal in this room. Maybe I could use that, and I'd be more willing to go into that room if I were. My God, you're being a pain in the ass. Well, with the door locked, maybe it'll go past, and it'll go down into that other room. I do have to worry about how much damage the station takes. So the more time I spend wandering around, screwing around with these robots on the map, the more likely... Okay. It's good. They're all locked. I can go. I'm going to go back up to the control room. Now that I don't have to worry about... Now I don't have to worry about the intruders. Okay, now I will make note that the machines that we're fighting are not what you would traditionally think of as being an alien. I have to think that aliens would be able to build pretty advanced robots. But, you know, something weird about this. We're not seeing monsters, monster aliens or anything like that. These are just robot things. And I'm not going to insult your intelligence the way the game seems to be insulting our intelligence, and just come out with it. These robots are not in fact aliens at all. They were built by the Tyrant Corporation as part of a big conspiracy to keep their budget from being cut. What they've gone and done is they arranged for this attack to happen just as they were dismantling the stations in order to justify their continued existence, or the continued budget, rather. So, there is that. I'm going to go send out a few more robots, because all of the droids I sent out before have since returned, and a number of new crash sites have become available. Although I don't think any of these really have anything particularly useful. I'm gonna send some droids out anyway. Okay, you also note that you can access turret control remotely. Now this will prevent, if like a turret gets destroyed while you're in it, you don't have to worry about it. And also you can switch your turrets real quick. If this one gets disabled, move on to the next one real quick, rather than having to jump into the limo system and move to the next turret. Unfortunately, it doesn't have radar, which makes it a little bit harder to actually do the fighting. And that can be a bit of a pain in the ass. Jeez. Power systems. We've taken 63% turret damage. Our hangars are damaged. Our administration building is damaged. Limo, oh man, I've taken a lot more damage than I intended to. I'm going to have to fight the next battle in order to bring down a few ships. But I'm going to go and use the emergency broadcast systems to try and get help.
Distress signal received. In accordance with standard protocol for these incidents, I will contact Tyron Emergency Services immediately. Please stand by. Help will be on its way shortly.
Okay.
You're asking us for help? What's going on? We kind of expected you to help us. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I thought that was the job of your facility.
Okay, that was the guy from the mining corporation beneath the defense base. He's a bit of a dick.
Distress signal received. The rescue operation is already underway. We received word from your mothership earlier. ETA is 4 hours.
Okay, we're not going to be able to expect any help from any of these people, so contacting them was completely optional. Now, technically, we can't access self-destruct and we can't escape because we can't access self-destruct. But but we do have the escape shuttle security pad. So technically, we can access Hangar A, but we can't really get away. Escape possible with high risk. So we're basically. Oh, hold on. Okay, we just got a fighter pad installed. But must have been one of the robots that I had sent out. It came back with some goodies. So I'm going to send a few more out. Hopefully we can get another fighter pad, because we need the fighter pads to escort us out of this area. Unfortunately, oh, son of a bitch. There we go. Unfortunately, an irritating thing happened with the game where if you take too much damage, your computer system will no longer be giving you, like, it won't be talking to you anymore. So that fighter pad being installed is something that would have been told to us through the computer system. So that's a bit of a downer. But I'm going to continue on anyway, because we can still do this. There's an elevator out here that heads down to the service levels. And this is a big, confusing structure that, oh my god, it's such a pain in the ass to get through. But hopefully I can find out where It's pretty much a straight shot to what I'm looking for. Although up here there is a fort. Damn it, where am I? I'm lost. I'm lost! Help me! Oh, no, there we go. Okay, I can go left or I can go right. I cannot remember which direction I actually have to go, so I'm going to take a right. What I'm looking for is a security pad that will allow me to access the self-destruct system. There it is. Boom. That's all I really wanted. Now I can head back. Who remembers the way? There are actually more than one service level. Power room A, power room B, other stuff which is which makes wandering around in here much harder. The only reason why I'd really ever go down here is to find the different security pads, and I have the 2 of the 3 that are actually necessary for me to beat the game. Oh shit, where am I? I'm lost. There's no mini-map or anything unless I access a Voss terminal, so I'm going to be wandering around here like an idiot for a little while. Nope, this is not the way. There's a dead end. Oh yeah, don't worry about your ammo usage anymore. With all the things locked up, you don't have to shoot anything anymore. What? I think this is definitely what they intended to have happen, was you to get lost wandering around the station. With no map, it's hard to find your way around, and that artificially lengthens the game. Like, let's say if the only parts of the station that actually existed... Oh, there's an elevator. The only parts of the station that actually existed were the ones that you had to go through. Damn it, this is not taking me where I want to go, but I'm going to go anyway. If it was limited to only the places where you had to go, the station would be maybe a quarter of the size of what it actually is, or less. But since it's so big, you're going to get lost, and you're going to spend a lot of time wandering around, sort of artificially lengthening the game. Power level east, power level west. Oh my god. Once I find my way out of here, I'm going to be able to continue on with the game. All I really want is this self-destruct panel, which will allow me at this point to actually escape the station. I can escape now, as soon as I can get myself back up to this. What the fuck? Once I get back to the control room, I can... There's another self-destruct pad. Once I get back to the control room, I can activate the self-destruct and get out of here. Unfortunately, I'm not entirely sure I found all of the information that I need to actually win the game, because you can play through this, escape the station, and still lose. Because what you have to do is uncover the truth about what's going on here, which is the incriminating information regarding the Tyron Weapons Division setting up this entire plot. And the way that you have to do that is to go and shoot down enemy craft and then send your little robots over there to investigate the wreckage. And when you find security clearance things and all that kind of stuff all through there, that's the kind of proof that we're needing. Now, I've already got one of those things. I got the fighter pad off of there, but that's not enough information. So what'll happen is if I would escape right now, I would be imprisoned for like mutiny or destroying the station or whatever. So I've got to go and, if I can get out of here, damn it. I've got to go and find more evidence. Now, since the computer system isn't talking to me anymore, I may have already found the pads that I need. I'll find that out once I activate the Voss terminal on any of them, really. This is not an elevator. What do I keep running into this for? I'm losing it. I'm thinking about shutting the camera down and then firing it back up once I've found my escape. This doesn't make any sense. There's a Voss terminal. You can check the map or something. Okay, I have security clearance to activate self-destruct. Not what I really wanted. See if we can activate the droid systems. Okay, see the yellow one up there? That one's definitely good. So I'm gonna send a droid out to each of the yellows. And droid to the yellow, and I'll send another droid to one of these greens. And that should be good. Oh wow, look at this dump. Where am I? Oh, you know what? I can't access the map in the service levels. Damn it! Purple means that the place is messed up with pollutants and crap. Red means even worse. But the fact that I found my way to a VOS terminal in the service level means that I am getting close to an exit. Only because I remember there being a VOS terminal near an exit. This isn't it, of course. Oh dear. No elevator in here. A lot of pipes on the wall. It's like endless hallways. What is this? I don't care where the elevator takes me out, as long as it gets me out of the service levels or power levels. I don't care if it drops me in the middle of domestic levels. I will find my ass out of those places. Just get me out of the service levels. Domestic level 6. Good. Great. I love it. Okay, the domestic levels are another building entirely in the base that you never actually have to visit. But it's got the weird-ass confusing layout of the rest of the game, so if you can avoid going into this area, go ahead and avoid it. But we don't really have that option right now, do we? No. Oh, my domestic level 2. That's good. Thought that elevator was going to take me back to the service levels. Domestic level 2 is where I'll find the limo, so I can escape this area. I guess the domestic levels were where people were housed, like the sleeping quarters and stuff. Whereas the administration building is like, well, I guess administration, and the here we go. And the service levels are where services go on. Who the hell cares? Most of my turrets are down. Okay, this all looks familiar, I hope. I'm going to take this elevator all the way up to 6, get to the control room, and then... Ooh, the air's bad in here still. And then, hopefully, find the information that I want. You can only activate the self-destruct system from the control room, so... It's where I have to be anyway. Hopefully my robots have returned from their missions. Nope. Either they haven't returned or they didn't really find anything useful. Oh, no, they returned. What else do we have? There's another yellow out there, so I'm going to send a robot out there. God damn it. There we go. Okay, I can activate the self-destruct sequence, and we have 10 minutes to get out, but I can abort it before 5 minutes have ended. So we'll be okay as long as... Okay, you know what? I found the second fighter pad. and I cannot tell for sure if I have access to the information that I needed to implicate the weapons division in their crime. Now, I should be able to access these elevators if... I think I should be able to access these elevators had I found that information. So the one thing I'm going to do before I activate the self-destruct sequence is wait for that one robot to return, and then I will go and activate the self-destruct sequence. Oh, you can also change your warning from Amber. Not that that matters. But once you hit Defcon 1, by company policy, you're supposed to go and activate the self-destruct and get the hell out of there. Because you've been invaded, all that kind of crap. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's about to hit it. And it's rummaging through the wreckage. Come on back. Okay, it's coming back. While I'm here, I'll just chuck another robot out. Just in case that doesn't really have what I need. There's wreckage all over the place. If you send these robots to too many different places, or if they take too much damage, because they can do that, they'll be destroyed and you'll lose whatever they have. So you don't really want to send the robot to one destination and then send it to another one. Not to say that there's any advantage to doing that anyway. But you want to just make sure that you send just the robot out to one destination, have it do its thing, and then return. Because this thing's about to run out of power. If it doesn't get back real soon, it's going to be lost. It's taking a lot of damage. I guess something out there shooting at it. Okay, we got it back. Oh, didn't tell us anything. Oh well, I'm going to activate the self-destruct sequence anyway. Doesn't matter how much time you put on, because you have enough time to get out. Okay, the music has changed. Self-destruct sequence has been activated. I'm going to go check to see if I can access this elevator. Whatever. I'm getting out of here regardless. Air's gotten better in this area a little bit. Oh, when I opened the elevator door, it got worse. Must have been a lot of nasty crap in that elevator. Somebody must have been smoking. Look how pixelated the textures are. This is terrible. If PlayStation was sort of known for that, though, wasn't it? Oh, the hangars are closed. Hopefully I don't need them. Hangar A, this is the escape hangar. And I'm going. And away we go. Oh, there's our fighter escort. As long as you have the fighter escort, you will not get shot down. I don't know why we're not just flying the fighter.
We have listened to your report with great interest. Your performance and initiative during this incident have been exemplary and a credit to the Taran Cybernetics Division and the corporation as a whole. Your evidence has uncovered extensive corruption within the Weapons Division, as a result of which a number of senior executives have been charged under the Corporation Act 2163. You are to be promoted immediately to Chief Cyberneer and to continue the program for automation of the MRP defense installations. Congratulations, Chief. The Taran Corporation is grateful to you and proud of you.
And there we go. And that's the end of Defcon 5. Just in case you were asking, I did in fact get the best ending. I unknowingly uncovered the evidence implicating the Weapons Division, although you didn't get a chance to hear it going through the computer systems because it took too much damage. That's kind of a pain in the ass, but whatever. Anyway, that is the end of Defcon 5. Feel free to view all of the credits if you want, but I'm going to go log off now. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, I have a bunch of other LPs on this website, so have at it.